The president has said that syphilis experiments conducted by the US government researchers in Guatemala in the 1940s are a crime against humanity. The research, which included the deliberate infection of prison inmates, women and mental patients with the disease, has only just come to light, but it echoes similar experiments carried out within America's own black population. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton has apologised. Here's Tom Clark.
Even after 64 years, Guatemalans have been shocked and angered at news of these experiments.
It's not normal, these kind of things to happen. It's an abuse because they are a world power and they take advantage of people who lack resources and poorer countries in order to carry out their experiments.
We thank Secretary Clinton because as US Secretary of State, she recognized human beings were used for these type of awful experiments for the world.
The US could only apologise. The unearthed documents reveal officials as senior as the US Surgeon General at the time knew about the study.
Yesterday afternoon, Secretary Clinton called President Colom of Colombia to express both her shock at the discovery of the details of this research and also to apologize on behalf of the American people.
Under international law, all experiments on humans now require strict ethical review, but that's not always been the case. After the Second World War, the US military was desperate to halt the march of syphilis among its troops. Could the new drug penicillin block infection? Health Department scientists were sent to Guatemala's biggest prison to find out.
Prostitution was legal, so they sent prostitutes in who were infected to have sex with men in the penitentiary, and when that didn't transfer enough infection, they started giving the men in the penitentiary syphilis itself. That would presumably never happen now.
Professor Reverby's report identifies shocking detail in the Guatemala records. How struggling to infect inmates, researchers dripped syphilis bacteria onto their genitals for over an hour, and how prostitutes were infected before being sent to visit prisoners. There's evidence Guatemalan health officials also knew of the experiments, but the government here may still seek damages.
The President has said he's looking to form a binational commission to investigate these cases and look for the victims in order to find some kind of compensation for them.
President Obama has instructed an independent commission to investigate. The 696 men and women infected were given penicillin, but it's not certain whether all recovered from their infections.
Tom Clark reporting there. Now, how cheap do you want your milk? Right now, it is pretty cheap, about 40p a pint.